Hello everyone, Alec DeLorean here, and I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Now today we have 5 tips for Sentinel, so this will prepare new players who will be coming for PC and just new players in general, or returning / veteran players who might want to see if any of these tips help and see if it applies to them. And as always, if there's anything that I missed or you think would be useful, be sure to put them in the comments below to help me out and or help anyone else out. So before we get into it, if you would like to join the Patreon or Discord, the links are in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, this content and all things Star Wars related, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the video. Alright, so 5 tips for Sentinel. Let's get into it. So tip number 1 is his best combination of abilities. So I always like to be first thing I get to the enemies and I pop up my shield just so then I have that extra attack speed and I'm just covering myself. Then as soon as I use that, I go into the suppressing shot on the weakest enemy that I can find, so i.e. basically support if you can, if not someone else that would be squishier, and that means you've stunned them and you have your attack speed up. So you can then just, if you're at mid to long range, stand still so your recoil / crosshair gets smaller, and stand there and shoot them whilst they're on the ground and in the animation of standing back up. And then if it's close, it's the same situation where combat shield into suppressing shot and then use your barrel slam to knock them back after you've shot them. So they get back up, you shoot them, and then you slam them away for that final damage, that finishing shot, you know? That's the best way that I found to play Sentinel. Combat shield into suppressing shot, shoot them until they stand up. As soon as they stand up, boom, barrel slam to the face. And then number 2 goes into jump while your combat shield is up to move faster / cover more distance. So yeah, when your combat shield is up, you move very, very slowly, whereas if you jump, you get that extra distance. So I jump, then I wait a little, then I jump again, kind of like that pattern. So if you jump, you'll slowly start just not making any distance. So it's like jump, wait a little, jump. Doing that is much better than just walking, because you get that extra distance from jumping. So it's just a good way to get around the map a little bit faster. And then tip number 3 is just to use your ultimate as often as you can. So the good thing about Sentinel's ultimate is you pop it off, boom, great, fantastic. Then you die instantly. Oh no, great, my ultimate's wasted. No, your squadron that came down is still alive, and by the time you respawn, they start making their way back to you. So they're still technically doing damage for you whilst you're respawning, and that could help if your squadron's on a point where they're helping your teammates. So try to use it as often as you can. It doesn't matter if you're not exactly in a fight at that moment in time, because your ultimate comes back pretty decently, as yeah, just you pop it off when you can. Then tip number 4 is suppressing shot consumes weapon heat, so try to use it first before you start shooting. So yeah, if you use suppressing shot, you lose a bit of your clip, so then you're left with only like 2/3 of a clip left, or heat as they call it. So if you were to start shooting in an enemy, then you eventually put your shield up and then you shoot some more, you've got half your clip, and then you used your suppressing shot, you lose a lot of heat, and then you instantly just have to reload after using it. So you're wasting your chance to kill the enemy whilst they're on the ground. So it's always best to, even if you're halfway of your clip or your weapon heat, I always try to reload before I use the suppressing shot, because it's always best to use that at the beginning and then boom, just melt the enemies after that. And then tip number 5 is to try to get into the habit of just jumping before using barrel slam to catch the enemies off guard. This works extremely well in a mirror fight against another Sentinel. So say you're against another Sentinel, you both got your shields up, you're both just shooting each other and you're walking towards each other. If you get that surprise, whoa, jump in, because it's just a quick burst of movement forward, and then use your barrel slam, they're most likely going to get hit by you. You're going to knock them away, and because you've knocked them away, they are most likely going to miss their barrel slam, so you've already got that extra damage on their shield to help win the fight against them. And it's also good at if you're worried about getting knocked off the side of the map because you're against another Sentinel. That's the best thing I do. Jump just before you use barrel slam, or just before you get to the enemies. Yeah, it catches them off guard, and it's really satisfying to pull off when you can hit them, but they can't hit you. There you go. There are my 5 tips for Sentinel. Hopefully some of them are useful. I think there's some pretty decent ones in there. Hopefully these help you for when you come onto PC, if you are joining us on Season 5. Comment down below if any of these help you in the matches, and if there are any other tips that you think of that aren't in this list, be sure to comment down below to let me know. And yeah, that's it. I won't keep you any longer. So if you would like to join the Patreon or Discord, the links are in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, this content, and all things Star Wars related, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.